What's going on, everyone? Chris here from Koraltan Gaming, and welcome to a special episode. And I am holding a shovel. You're probably wondering why I'm here in Animal Crossing Town. In case you haven't noticed, this is Animal Crossing. Well, I'm not here to actually play Animal Crossing or even go over the towns. The reason I'm here is it is my birthday! Woo! Happy birthday to me! And not only that, is the first episode. No, this was actually the day that I actually posted my first Let's Play. Yeah, I posted my very first episode of Code Lyoko Quest for Infinity on this day, and I didn't expect it to make it like that, but I did. And yes, I know the time says June 30th, but by the time this video goes up, I'm gonna be busy celebrating, so might as well do it here and now. Gotta plan ahead after all. So what I'm really gonna do is that I'm not really going to do a lot here in the Animal Crossing town. I'm just really here just so I want to talk to you guys about my journey of being a Let's Player. You know, I'm just gonna go over, what it was like being a Let's Player, because, it's like a 1-year anniversary. Just talking about what I've done and, just people helping me, because it's an anniversary, I just want to go over it. I mean, if that's not your thing, you don't have to watch this, but I figured we're not really going to talk to some animals. I will be saving that for another time. And yes, I know I'm still an island and I haven't paved any roads yet. Give me a break. There's been other games. But I just feel like we should just sit down, enjoy the scenery. And yes, I have a outside air conditioner. And just talk about what our day has been. And just, well, not only our day, but just having me just air out just how big of this journey was. So first off, I want to mention that this was definitely my first time Let's Playing, but really not the first time I've done YouTube. The first time I've actually done YouTube was actually around July 26th, and yeah, I could have just made an anniversary video there, but I figured I'd just do it here because just for the heck of it. I mean, like, it's in the month of July, it counts. But I just gotta say, it's been a long journey, and I'm glad that I'm still able to do YouTube videos. I make it sound like I'm quitting, but I'm not. I just want to say to all the people who supported me, I say thank you, and thank you to the new people who started watching my Let's Plays. And really, this all started when I just, around I want to say maybe 2016, where I just wanted to do some fun stuff and just do some gaming videos, because I usually do a lot of music related stuff. I've done skit videos in the past. If you want to check it out, you can always check out my main channel, but I wanted to try something new. This was something I wanted to do for a while, and it's been fun. And I might get used to doing this. I mean, I am going to be taking breaks once in a while, so I won't be doing games all the time. But yeah, this is definitely something I kind of enjoy doing, and I want to talk about the projects that I've been doing and what was it like for me. So before I do that, I also want to give a couple of thanks. Thanks to people who've been supportive, of me doing videos. Of course, I want to thank my parents, of course, for being very supportive of what I do. Next, I want to thank, of course, Nick. I've said it in the Poke Park video, but he has helped me going over a lot of the videos, making sure when I do, if there are jokes that are bad taste, or, he'll let me know. So far, he's cleared all of them, and it was enjoyable, just getting that breath of relief, making sure I didn't do anything wrong, making sure the sound was balanced. Everything was right. I really enjoyed it. Next, I want to thank Double R. I've been working with him in the past. We've been good friends for a little bit. He's a graphic artist, and he usually does graphic artists of album covers and all that. And this was the first time he's done. I believe this is the first time he's done for YouTube channels or gaming channels and all that. So again, I want to thank you for that. You've been very helpful and you've been one of the important people of the process. I've just, you've been helping me, give the designs a lot more life, especially in the thumbnail. So I really appreciate it. Next, I want to thank Chase Beck for a really big reason. This whole channel. So when I started doing this channel, I knew I had to have a capture device or a capture card, if you will, and I didn't know where to buy one. I knew a lot of the times they were expensive, and Chase told me Chase told, wow, I'm stumbling. Good job, Chris. Chase was selling his old capture card when he didn't need it, and this kind of sparked an opportunity in my head, saying, maybe I can use it, because he said he didn't really need it anymore, and he sold it to me, and I was happy to buy it. And honestly, if it wasn't for his contribution, this channel wouldn't have existed. I mean, yeah, I probably could have recorded the video games with like a camcorder, or not even a camcorder, but with my camera. But come on, this is 2020, or back then it was like 2019, and technically I was going to start in like 2017, 2018. We'll get to that later, but yeah, I don't think a regular camera would have helped otherwise. And plus, I want to give it a good quality to the games, and Chase was really happy to help lend a hand on it. So honestly, give your thanks to him. If you were happy that this channel existed, give your thanks to him, because I don't think this would have happened without him. Next, I want to thank a really good friend of mine, Brian Robinson. He's helped me with the designs of the Koraltan Gaming logo. Like I've said, if you haven't seen the final episode of Poke Park, go ahead and watch it. I did thank him for that. So he did help me a lot with the design, of course. It's funny, that design I was telling you about, like I said, he gave that to me for Christmas. I forgot I have the physical version of that design on my desk right now. So he actually gave me that, and then I'm like, do you have the virtual design? And he's like, sure. So then it gave me an idea to spark an idea for, just to give the new logo some life. And so I gave it a double R, like I said, and there you go. It's really, it's a really cool logo. And yeah, again, without his contribution, I just felt like without his contribution, this wouldn't have happened. But not only for the designs, but just for being a good supporter. He always just gives me, I feel like as I do these videos, I'm trying to figure out, should I strive to, work harder? Should I think about how I wanted to, try to, they're basically like a lot of the stress in the videos, trying to be professional, but he honestly teaches me to just let go and just be open with myself and just have fun with it. And yeah, he's a really great supporter, and I just feel like, I've been friends with him for a while, and it's just that as I'm with him a lot, I learned from him on how to be more open with myself and how to be just to have more fun, and just it really translates to what I do with my Let's Plays as well. So if I do like something stupid, I think he would have been fine with it. And it's just, he basically lets me be more open with my stupidity. Okay, maybe not stupidity, but just like my goofiness and all that. So he's more open with that and just made me feel more confident in myself. So thank you. You've been a really great friend to me, and I hope our friendship keeps on going. Now, of course, I want to thank another friend of mine, DeAndre, who is not only a good supporter of me, but he's also helped me with a little bit of the Crash videos. I'll get into more of that later. But yeah, he's been helpful, and again, he's another good friend of mine, so really nice. I really do thank you. Another person I actually want to thank in this one is Mac Modeling, who was known as Matster51. The reason I say that is because a while back, before I actually did this Let's Play channel, I asked him, me and him were really good friends. He was doing like some like this like Code Lyoko IFSEL, which is like an interface thing. He was doing like a tutorial on that, and I'm like, you know what? Can I jump in and help you out with your videos as well, but just do my own thing? And he was happy to oblige, and that was back then when I was Super Pop 81. It's funny. I wanted to help him out, doing my own way, and then when I was doing those videos, it gave me an inspiration to do this channel, and one of the videos that I helped him out is still there to his day. Search Super Pop 81 Code Lyoko. I'm pretty sure it's still on there. There were a couple videos that were taken down, but I'm pretty sure one of them was on there. It's just when I wanted to keep my name a secret. I did have a name called Super Pop 52, but I think those parts of the videos were taken down. I think just by his decision. But it's not that they were inappropriate, but I remember that when I had Super Pop 52, when you type that name up, let's just say the results were not too kind. So I ended up with going Super Pop 81. Yeah, it was still risque either way. So, but I do want to thank you for, and again, also giving me the inspiration to be myself, and also given the concept of this channel. So again, thank you. And you know what the heck, I'll also thank the PokePark fan page on Twitter, who really got supported, who got a lot of supporters on that as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I also want to thank the there was like a Code Lyoko fan site who were definitely interested in my videos. In fact, I got pretty much most of the Code Lyoko fan base on my videos because of Quest for Infinity. So again, thank you. So speaking of Code Lyoko, let's talk about what the process was like making these games, or just making these Let's Plays in general. Starting off with Code Lyoko, I knew that was going to be my first game of the series. There was no doubt. And okay, I'll take this. I'll take the present. Okay. While we do this, I'll still talk. Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko was actually one of my first series, and it was, oh wow, that's weird. I'll do it another time. Code Lyoko, Quest for Infinity. I was a little nervous because it was my first Let's Play, technically, on my channel. Even though I'd done like a lot of Code Lyoko stuff for Master 51, this was the first time I've actually done informative stuff. I've always wanted to do informative Let's Plays, thanks to a lot of other Let's Players that have done it before. But I wanted to give my own spin on it. Like, I still wanted to be myself. I didn't want to be a copy. I wanted to make sure I still gave informative advice, but also still stay true to myself. And I was a little nervous because, people have always said, I've talked to many other gamers, many other Let's Players when I actually went to a couple PAX conventions in the past. In the PAX. Okay, no. Don't do that, Chris. I went there, and the advice that they always said, don't play your favorite game. It might be a lot worse than you imagine, don't play your favorite game. But really, Code Lyoko wasn't really my favorite game. It was my favorite television series growing up, and because it was a TV series before it actually became a game. And really, it wasn't really that long, and so I just felt like I decided to meet in the middle and just go with my favorite franchise, even though it wasn't my favorite game because the gameplay did have some problems. There were some flaws, but I felt like it was still good to play that, just for the fact that I wanted to. That it was one of my favorite series. It was one of my favorite franchises growing up, and I just felt like it was one of the games that I wanted to. I just felt like it was a good way to start off my channel. I mean, I know people will be like, well, it's not really Nintendo, but technically it's licensed by Nintendo, so that's not bad, right? Wow, how fitting, there's a bee that shows up here. Sorry, only Code Lyoko fans will understand that. I'm a nerd. Okay, anyways, it was definitely fun playing together. I definitely liked giving different versions of it. It was one of my favorite series and one of my favorite franchises. You know, when I say series, I mean television series, not Let's Play series, but yeah, it was fun. I really did like the final bonus video that I did, just talking about my story of how it changed me as a person. It was definitely fun. Now, moving on to Crash Bandicoot from the Insane Trilogy. Here's the thing. I was actually thinking of just being an informative series, and I picked Crash for 2 reasons. One, I wanted to do something. I've always wanted to do blind playthroughs. Like, I was a little skeptical of it because I didn't think blind playthroughs would suit my liking. But because it was Crash and because, you know, it's simple. You just go down a linear path, jumping out of the way and just avoiding enemies. And yeah, I just felt like it was a good time. And keep in mind, I've never played the original trilogy. Well, technically that's not true. I played 3 and I played a little bit of 2, and I don't remember anything of 1. And since Insane was just a remake of it, I just figured since it was a Crash game, I figured why not go into this blind and just try it out. 2, I just feel like if I didn't play it as the second game in the lineup, it would have already been irrelevant because I was going to play it as the 4th game of this lineup. And as you know, I just finished the 3rd game, which was Poke Park. I was thinking of playing Crash as the 4th game, but I just felt like it would have been irrelevant and I wouldn't have been able to do it. So I ended up just playing it in the 2nd. And I'm actually happy that I actually played it. It shows that, yes, I am going to be doing mostly informative and like tutorial commentated stuff like that most of the time. But every once in a while, I will put on a blind Let's Play, as long as it's not like super blind where I just really don't know what the heck I am doing. So yeah, you know, that's why they got remakes, and that's one of the reasons. And don't worry, I will be playing Crash 2 and 3. It just won't be for a long time, and I mean for a long time. So just keep that in mind. And as for the game itself, I found it fun. It was definitely enjoyable. I had some hair-pulling moments. I will say, wow, that darkness just showed how my feelings were when I was playing. Episode 6 and episode 13 would, I'll just say they can just go jump off a cliff. Well, wow, how fitting. Episode 13 was jumping off a bridge. But, yeah, they were really unbearable to a point where I just didn't want to record anymore, but I had to just suck in my pride and just roll with it. And just keeping the energy up as much as I could. All in all, I think I was happy. I'm hoping Crush 2 is a little more friendlier than 1. But, yeah, we won't know until it actually comes around, which won't be for a while. And then finally, Poke Park. I pretty much said what my piece was about Poke Park, you know, especially on the final episode. So I won't go too much into detail of that. You know, I won't go too much into like, you know, what that series was like because I pretty much already mentioned it when I ended it off on the actual video. But I will say, I really encourage you, if you are still going through a tough time through this whole crisis that's going on right now, and you feel like it's been kind of like bothering you a lot at this point, and it's been like going on so long you just couldn't take it, I honestly suggest you watch Poke Park. The story really does relate to what's been going on, and the fact that it came out in 2009 in Japan and 2010 in the States, and the story just relates so much of what's been going on, and I've had a lot of fun playing it, and I just want to let you know. I'm probably going to be a little repetitive, and I'm sorry, but I've planned this. I'm just letting you know. Code Lyoko, Crash Bandicoot, and Poke Park, and another fourth game that I'm not going to mention here. I planned these games. I knew the lineup was going to be like this since 2017. Or wait, no, 2018. All in all, I knew Poke Park was going to be the third game of the series. So it's not like I chose Poke Park to be like, oh, wait, this whole thing is happening. I better play Poke Park so people can understand. No, like, I was planning this way years in advance. And the fact that it just came around here at this point made me love Poke Park even more. I already liked Poke Park as it was, and just how a fun game, even though there were some flaws in it, and I understand why people don't like it. I mean, the sequel of that game is definitely a lot better than this one, but just the story in that made me fall in love with the original Poke Park even more. Just for the fact of what's been going on, and I feel like people need Poke Park. I hope you get a chance to watch it and show and see what I mean about this story. If you have a chance, either play the game for yourself or watch my Let's Play. I really, if you feel like you're down in the dumps and this whole thing is bothering you and it's like messing with your head, I really encourage you. You know, I don't want to force you to it, but I'm telling you, this is totally relatable of what's been going on. And I really loved playing it, but I gotta say, the last two videos, even though I really was happy of editing all of them, and I was happy of how the edits came out with this, especially on episode 26 with the speed up montage, and then showing off the miscellaneous stuff in the final video. They took so long. It just, oh, look, it's Tuzu in the background. Her smiles and just wiped away my frown. Oh, wait, where was I? Oh, right. Yes, those last two videos, they took way longer than they need to be. I posted episode 25 in like the beginning of June, and I just posted the last two videos like in the last week of June. There was just a lot of stress going on, especially like how I was thinking to myself, how was I going to edit all of these? And especially on episode 26, I had to do all those attractions and all those bonuses. Again, you'll understand if you watch the video, but all those attractions, getting every bonus with every Pokemon, that took, wow, there comes the darkness again, took over 4 hours. The whole footage was 4 hours, not counting when I had to like transfer from place to place. No, the whole footage was 4 hours. I mean, I didn't do it all 4 hours, but it's like, you know, I had to just go day by day, but it's like, oh man, it was tough playing it together, and I was feeling a little miserable about it, especially with whatever was going on. Even the story, I guess I was just so excited about the story that just doing a lot of the bonus stuff just kind of wore me out, but I all in all, I still liked the story. I still liked the characters. I liked everything that I did with the series. And it's finally done. So, you're probably wondering, now that all this is done, what am I going to do now? Well, I'm still going to be able to do Let's Plays. But I am going to be taking a really long break because Poke Park really did tire me out. And I think I may have mentioned this, but I do a lot of stuff. I work with, I am a musician and a producer. I work with a lot of singers and other artists in my area, and I try my best to help them put out like albums. Yeah, we're not like famous, but it's like, I do try to help the local artists put out their albums and singles and all out. So I do like doing that. And the Let's Plays that I do is I wanted to take a little break of it for, I guess you could call it some me time. And so I am going to be taking a break. I am going to get back to music a bit, getting back to the music grind. But I will get back to my next Let's Play. And my next Let's Play is, I'll just say this, it was going to be the second game of the series until I replaced it with Crash. And yeah, I know my living room's a little messy and I have a little bit of a bed. But yeah, it's a girly bed, but it's extravagant. This next game, I was going to play it second. And I had to scrap it for Crash. And like I said, there is more than one way to save the world. And I feel like we can conquer that world together. Like I said, I am going to be taking a break. I might be a little slow, and it might be a little while. I might be a little, slow on the uptake, just because I want to take a big break as possible. But I'll let you know as fast as I can. You can always follow me on Twitter if you want any updates, or follow any of my other pages. Well, I don't really have that many pages, but you can follow me on Twitter. If you want to stay in contact with me. And like I said, whenever I can, you'll like this next Let's Play. Because we still gotta save the world. This world is still needs to be fixed. In more ways than one. Whenever I can, I'll just get back to doing another Let's Play as fast as I can. But until then, I'm going to take a little bit of a break. And thank you so much for being there. I'll see you guys next time.